It's one of those things you don't often think about, but if you've ever sat through a musical, you know dance has the potential to shape, even make a story. And today we are going to tap into the mind of one of the most sought out Broadway choreographers, Lorin Latarro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Smell the best pie you ever have in the whole wide world. And 1.
And I am here at Brick House Dance Studios in New York City with Lorin herself. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I mean, it's taking everything in my power not to bust a move because we've got a whole dance studio to ourselves. Also, did I just say bust a move? So first, I just want to tell everybody a little bit about your resume. What shows do you currently have on Broadway and off Broadway right now?
Right now it's just Mrs. Doubtfire and Waitress.
It's also fascinating because I think when you're sitting in an audience, there are certain things that you think about, and then there are certain things that are so seamless that you don't really process it. And I do think that dance is one of them, but I mean, I could say like it really does have the power to bring a performance to life, like to bring a show to life.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, where do you start? It's because every show has such a different personality.
Yeah, in an empty room, you know, and I start with text and I start trying to figure out what the character needs, and hopefully the songs, from the beginning of the song to the end of the song, they have to get something, learn something, teach something. Something has to shift in the story, in the narrative. And I try and figure out like the most fun way to do that has a rate of new ideas. What I try to do is not do the same moves over and over again, but try and make the story dictate how the characters move. Both in Waitress and in Doubtfire sort of moves around the lead to help them figure out what they need to do in their story. And for Mrs. Doubtfire, Rob has to move differently as Daniel than he does as Euphigenia Doubtfire, so there's that kind of thing.
Now, Mrs. Doubtfire, I hear that there's actually a personal connection for you. That's a pretty full circle moment.
Yes. So the woman who ran the security desk at Juilliard was this old Scottish woman named Nora, and everybody loved Nora. Robin Williams famously came back to Juilliard, he's also a Juilliard grad, and would just watch her, and she would knit sweaters, and she would dole out advice whether you wanted it or not, and people loved her.
So was Mrs. Doubtfire
based on Nora? Yes,
awesome.
I mean, I think it was based, the prototype was based probably on a few, but Euphigenia and Nora have a lot in common, so she lives on.
That's incredible.
She lives on.
Are you working on Almost Famous?
Yes.
Oh, okay. First of all, that was my favorite movie. When I heard that they were adapting it for the stage, I lost it. What can you tell us about that?
I mean, it's very cool. Cameron Crowe might be the coolest cat in the world. It's so nostalgic and beautiful, and like this freedom, this liberal, sort of very open time it was just deeply moving. It's like, we gotta get back to that, man.
Oh, I can't wait for this. You have no idea.